Steve Evans.
Four people to help me. I've got some simple prompts which I want to examine. The very handsome man at the front. I have 4 envelopes here and 4 cards. Could you just take them very quickly? Now these 4 cards, they are the same. 3 of them are the same, and all they say innocent, and 1 says guilty. And in there lies the plot of what is to follow. Can you place one of these in each of the envelopes? Put them in the envelope face down, have the envelopes face down, mix them up. I'll come back to you shortly. Thank you very much. What is your name, sir?
Sean.
What a lovely name. Thank you, Sean. We now need 3 other people. Well, we need 2 people. 2 other people to help who will stay where they are. Sir, you will be staying where you are. I want you to think of a place. The incredibly intelligent looking man next to you. All things are relevant, mate. This is Wolverhampton. I want you to just think of a crime. Now, I'm not saying that you know a lot about crime, but you seem to be doing a lot of naughty, so you could be a policeman. Right, we need 3 other people to come out and help, and shall we have that person there, his minder next to him, and the difficult looking, oh no, we can have the youngster here. We do like a youngster. Give them a round of applause as they come out to join us. And please take your positions here. Hello, 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 and what is your name?
Bob.
Hello, Bob, nice to meet you. It's a crushing handshake there, very sweet. And hello, what is your name, Ron? And you are? Thank you. Now, gentlemen, you are 3 of a required 4. We have someone who has got some props. Would you like to bring them out? Give him a round of applause as he brings them out. This is marvellous. Now, we have 4 envelopes, and we have 4 lovely people. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and then this is number 4. Sean, as you were the first person to come out, do you want number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4?
Number 3.
Number 2 it is! Okay. Number 3. This might not go according to plan. What I'm going to do is place it underneath your foot, and I shall try and avoid the being wet footprints that are going to mean I might have to replace the prop before I use it again. Bob!
1.
Number 1. You want number 1. There we are, Bob. Just place it underneath your foot. Ron, you want number 1 and number 2. Lovely, lovely. Oh, no. Number 1 and number 2. This one, yes? Let's do it nice and clean, please. Put it underneath your foot. And John, if you can have that one. Now, one of these people is guilty of a crime. What they need is confessions. There we are. If you can have a bundle of confessions. Sean, if you can have the same.
Yeah.
And Ron, if you can have the same, and pass on to John a bundle of confessions. Now I want you to take one of the confessions, and we have a location. Where is the location that our crime is going to take place?
In Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. Ooh, a lot of crime in Wolverhampton. So let us have a look. Can I take the back, all the confessions that you haven't used? Can I just walk across the front of you? In your own time, mate. Right. Oh, and you're doing a juggling act. Thanks for that. Young people, what can you do? Right. Now, one of these 4 people is guilty. It is up to me to decide which one, and to be perfectly honest, they all look guilty of something. We just have to decide what it is. The gentleman there, what is the crime that one of these people, in your mind, will have committed?
Burglary.
Burglary. Well, to be perfectly honest, depending on the size of windows, that might miss you out straight away, mate. And also, without me being too offensive, unless you've got the facility of the use of a ladder, I mean, you're failing in both areas, aren't you? Bungalow. I don't know, I've become very offensive, haven't I? It's awfully offensive. I don't think we'll be putting this on YouTube, will you really? It's a good job these people all have white ethnicity and none of them's a woman. If one of them is actually identified as disabled, I think we might as well go for it. We'll leave you there. Because to be perfectly honest, at the minute you're definitely not guilty, but that's not how this works. You look far too smart to be a person who is guilty. Please, rip up your confession. Lift up the envelope. In fact, I will bend over and lift up the envelope. There is no need for you to be worried. You are always innocent. Give him a round of applause. We'll come back to you in a bit shorty. I'm just on a roll now, aren't I, really? Do you think you'll get a complaint on YouTube from short people? Well, as long as they've got a stool high enough so that they can see the screen of the laptop. Now, this very handsome man here, to be perfectly honest, people always assume that the youngsters, that, to be honest, on the council estate where I live, it's lovely to see you here, mate, because kids of your age will be out breaking into factories. So, perhaps the ideal is that you are the guilty person. I think that might be the case. Because, you know, I've already picked on him for being small, I might pick on you for being young. But I'm not going to pick on you, my friend, because I think looking at you in life, you've been picked on enough. So can you just rip up your confession? Let me bend down in front of you. You've got to be so careful saying that, haven't you? And you'll see that there is no way you were ever a guilty person. You are, of course, innocent. Thank you ever so much for coming out. Please take a seat. I don't think they were very happy clapping you, Ron, were they? We now have two people. We have a person who we've already identified as being perfect and lovely in every way, but as long as this crime was committed in a bungalow, by his own admission, he might be your man. We've also got the young person. We've identified in this postcode that young persons are nearly always guilty of breaking into factories. So to be candid, this is as far as I go. I don't think I can get it any more accurate than two. It's a pity, really. Could you both rip up your confessions? Just rip them. It is a shame, because I really like to have got it down just to the one. Because, you know, we're not profiling, obviously. Don't look about, mate. Just rip them. Could you just come forward and could you bring your envelope with you? Could you bring your envelope? That's absolutely lovely. And could you possibly just pick up your envelope? Because I think what we're going to find is quite obvious, because you were always innocent, weren't you, my friend? Please have a round of applause as you go and sit back down. Well, I've got you so straight away. Guilty as soon as look at you. There we are. Oh, thank you very much. You won't be able to rip it up, mate. It's no tear paper. He hasn't got this magic idea at all, has it? A round of applause, please. Go and sit back down.